Good evening and bienvenue, my fond fair friends, family, and subscribers. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, here with What If Deku Was a Brachidios, Part 3. And sorry for being late, I recorded this earlier last night, but the recording got corrupted. So yeah, have to redo it. Do not worry, I shall make it even better than it was. For I am your humble narrator, and it is my obligation to make sure that you enjoy the content, even if I must redo it 1,000 times. Now, where we last left off, Deku was being blackmailed. So, why not pick up from right there? Our little friend Izuku has now gotten his tuxedo and everything and is fully equipped for the party. And where is this party taking place? Well, Island. Oh yes, we're going there. You see, the Yaoyorozus have been funding Mr. Shield as investors to, well, ensure the completion of his project and such. Why? Because they're rich, and not only could they make money off of him for doing this, but they could also increase their own interests. So, as Izuku and Momo and the Yaoyorozus get to the party, Izuku's tugging and pulling at his collar and is trying his best to get comfortable. While Miss Yaoyorozu says, Izuku, you need to stop tugging at that. I can't help it, it's so itchy. That's because you don't wear them enough, Izuku. You need to wear more tuxedos. You get used to them more. I don't want to wear this thing any more than I have to. And that's why you'll never get to like them. Ah! Just please, let's get this over with. Sorry. Yes, Izuku, yes. So, they proceed to go and enjoy themselves at the party. Well, try to. The Yaoyorozus go off and tell Momo and Deku to have fun, interact with the other kids, and that Todoroki and Ida should also be there. Why would they be there? Well, simple. Todoroki, because her father is the number one, her mother is Endeavor, the number 2 hero. Obvious to invite her. And the reason for Ida is, well, her brother's Ingenium. It would be awkward not to invite a high-ranking hero such as Ingenium and allow him to bring other people along, including his, well, her little sister. Now, upon getting there, well, not getting there, pardon me, had to take care of something IRL. Now, upon arriving and intermingling with their friends and such, Mr. Shield introduces himself to the whole party. Ah, is this thing on? Ah, yes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Island. Now, granted, it is not fully complete yet, and it will take a full 3 years, 3 more years to get everything fully developed and all the residential areas fully created and constructed. However, we have constructed the main portions, the research center, as well as the main lobby. The main building in which we will be introducing everyone and showing off. And I figured this would be a perfect chance to show our investors, as well as a few people who had their doubts, that this place is not only going to be beneficial to all of mankind, but is a good place to be, and more than anything, a true place of science. So please enjoy yourselves. Have as much as you want to eat. Take your stuff home with you. There'll be a complimentary gift at the end of at the end, as you could thank. And if you really want to know who to properly thank for that, take a look at Mr. and Mrs. Yayarozu, as they insisted upon it. Yeah, that's mom and dad for. Yeah, that's auntie and uncle for you, huh, sis? Yep. You know, it's still awkward that you call her that. What? Well, you call the Yayarozu's auntie and uncle, but you don't. But you call Momo sis. Don't you think that's odd, Deku? Turns around, be like, somewhat Shota, but then again, I am an odd person. As he just kind of goes over and, well, gives her a pickup hug. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Well, those big, long, embracing hugs just picks them straight up off the ground. Be like, it's good to see you again, Momo. Good to see you again, Shota. As he just begins to kind of ruffle the hair a little bit. Like, stop! Takes a while to get this into order. You can't mess perfection up. Now, anyways. Let's get focused on the actual tasks at hand. What's that? The buffet! Oh no. You heard all you could eat, didn't you? Yep. I'm gonna make him regret it. Oh no, what has he done? As Izuku goes walking, not running, he knows better than the run, but he goes speed walking straight to the front of the line. Be like, I'm gonna enjoy this. Swedish meatballs, finger sandwiches, fruit punch. Oh, so many different party stacks, so little time. Is that a shrimp cocktail? That's shrimp cocktail. Okay, gonna get me about 3 orders of that. Oh. Good God. We're not gonna be able to stop him, are we? Nope, it's just best to let him run through. Really? When he's like this, it's just best to let him run until he can't run no more. Trust me, he's only got so much energy. Isn't that kind of a bad thing to let him get used to? Somewhat, but do you really want to try and stop him there, Shota? You kind of got a good point, Momo. You're like, remember what happened last time we tried stopping him? He dug a hole and popped out somewhere else entirely. And we lost track for him of an entire day. I don't feel like doing that again. Good point, good point. And while he's making himself a platter, because he just saw the little plates that they were handing out and just went over his shoulder and just went up to one of the waiters and said, pardon me, and just took one of their platters and proceeded to fill it up. Meanwhile, the Yaoyorozus are just looking over at this and just going, I thought we tried to teach him proper etiquette. Yes, we tried. Doesn't mean we succeeded. You figured he would have learned something from his father. He did. What? Hell, he learned a lot of things from his father. In fact, too many things. Remember, his father was blue collar. And trying to put a blue collar and a black tie can sometimes work. But for the most part, you're just going to wind up, well, with him trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. But I'm just happy that he went along with us this time. I never felt right leaving him at home whenever we went out. So let him make a little ass of himself. Eventually he'll learn better. You're right. I always forget that Hisashi was like that. You always seemed more refined whenever we talked. Yeah, y'all did talk quite a bit, didn't you? Oh yeah. Over the course of the years he was in prison, we had 250 some odd visits together. At first, I just saw him as a means to an end, but over a period of time, he truly became a good friend. I miss that crazy bastard. He rubbed off on you quite a lot. Oh, how so? You wouldn't have said that about anyone just there a couple of years ago. Huh? Oh yeah. You wouldn't have said that at all. Last I checked, that was Hisashi's favorite. Oh, crap. Pardon me. That was Hisashi's favorite thing to say. Calling people crazy bastards. Somewhat. He rubbed off on me, you could say. Oh well. As long as I can help out his son, that's more than alright with me. When did you become such a softy? Watch it there. Remember, I'm only soft for a small period of time. Did you really just make an innuendo? Slightly. I'm gonna have to teach you better than this whenever we're at home, aren't you? You could try. As he just gives a subtle grin and they begin to, well, kiss and make out and all that, and Izuku kind of looks over and says like, oh man, I did not, come on. It's like, that's like watching your mom and dad make out. It feels wrong. Just kind of loads up on a couple more snacks and walks off. He goes, he ain't gonna lose his appetite, but he ain't gonna sit around there. He just gotta get in a hurry and walk off. You're like, now, at this point in time, he gets approached by a young lady as he's taking off, and she taps him on the shoulder, and this blonde-haired girl says, what do you think you're doing? Enjoying the meal? Says, don't you think you've taken a bit too much? No. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, well, what? Are you some sort of special person or something? Yeah. Oh, and just who are you to be so special, sir? I'm me. And why does that make you special? Because I'm me. Bye. As he proceeds to try and walk off again. No, 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 no. You don't. No. No. As she just taps him on the shoulder. That's not right. It was meant for everyone to enjoy. There's still plenty left. Look, they're bringing out more. Yes, that may be true, but you don't overindulge yourself. This is my snack. Your snack? Yes. I'm a freaking monster. Which means I have to eat a lot. Not to mention I forgot to eat dinner. So, you won't blame anyone. Blame him. As he points towards Mr. Shield. And why would I blame him? Simple. He said all you could eat. Now, if you excuse me, as he hauls tail over to his group of friends while beginning to chow down on the food. It's like, why you? As she begins to run over to them as well. Just like, and then Momo and Shota turn around just to see Izuku speed walking while chowing down on the food on his platter, while there's a little blonde-haired girl running behind him going, "Hey, I'm talking to you." Nom 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 nom. Hey, get back here! Be like, never. Not on your life. As he proceeds to eat faster, you're like, glug 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 glug. And just keeps running. Well, not running per se, but he's speed walking over to them. Be like, oh no, he's caused another incident, didn't he? Yeah, but at least it's funny. As then Ida gets right in front of him. Uh-oh. Hi, Ida. Izuku. What are you doing? And then the blonde-haired girl stops and walks in front of him. Oh, so you stop for other people. Well, I know this one. And the bad part is I know her personally. No matter how hard I try, running away would just be fruitless. Especially on a small island. I need to be more on a continent in order to get enough room to run away from her. Yes, Izuku, I know. Now, why are you having that much food? I was hungry. You were hungry? Yes. Did you not eat dinner? No. Why? Forgot. You forgot. Training. So you were training so much, I forgot dinner. What were you doing? Let's see here. 150 push-ups, 275 squats, 300 lunges, 4K run, about hour and a half on the punching bags, and what was that last one? Oh yeah, shot put training. Shot put training? You know, throwing shot puts. Why do you do that? It's fun. You take a big metal ball, you spin around, and you hunk a chunk, and you hunk it. It's, kind of fun. So far I can get up to 45 meters without transforming. It's pretty damn fun. Uh-huh. So, mind explaining the whole... So, you got all that just because you missed out on dinner? Yeah, No, this is just a light snack to hold me over till I get back home. That's a light snack. Very light. Very light? Well, I could have gotten more, but I wanted to leave some up there for everyone. You're like, uh-huh. Alright. And she just lets him walk past. Melissa, and, well, you already know this. Melissa just goes like, what? You're just going to... Considering it's him? Yeah, that's a light snack. Especially considering the fact he didn't eat dinner, so... Just be grateful he didn't go after more. I mean, he is a monster, so... He is a human being that can turn into a monster, so... As I said, just be glad he didn't try and go back for more. He isn't gonna go back for more. Right, Izuku? I make no promises. If I get hungry enough, I'll do it. You know it. Hey, Izuku. You know, being friends with you sometimes is quite annoying. Yes, but you still love me. You're like, she blushes a little bit. Like, don't make me kick your ass. Be like, you can try, but you will fail. Remember, I'm a Brachidios. Any kicks you do to me is just gonna hurt you. Calm down, calm down. It's not worth it. He's not worth it. Aw, you do care. As he just proceeds to sit down over in a corner and eat what's left on his tray. And that's a sign that the tank is not even full yet. Dang it! As he just kind of takes and yeets the platter away. Be like, well, that was fun. Now... now I'm thinking a bit more rationally. One moment. He walks over to the blonde-haired girl, as y'all know as Melissa now, because the narrator screwed up. Good evening. I am Izuku Midoriya. And I do wish to humbly apologize. When I'm hungry, I get a bit irritable, as well as, well, uncouth. I see. I'm Melissa Shield. Oh, that would explain a lot. Then I say more humbly I apologize. Uh-huh. Well, considering the trouble I seem to have caused you, is there anything you need help with, or anything I could do to assist you? Maybe. Oh, and what's that? You said you're a monster, right? Yes. So tell me something. What's it like when you transform? Well, it depends. What type of transformation are we talking about? Are we talking about Are we talking about hybridizing, which is a mixture between monster-human species, or are we talking true monsterification, where I turn completely into my monster self? I'll start off with hybridizing, as she brings out a little notepad and pencil. Be like, well, you see, hybridizing is a good mix between human agility and monster strength and power. You see, you will never, while you're hybridized, you will not have access to the full monster strength, only about a third of it. However, you are about half as sturdy as the monster itself, so you're at least 10 times harder to kill and hurt while you're a monster, while you're hybridized. One moment. Meanwhile, while you're like that, you get access to some of the more of the monster's abilities. Oh? Such as? Well, in my case, for instance, I'm a Brachidios, which means I have access to more, well, the explosive slime they produce. The Brachidios excretes explosive slime. Yes. Well, specifically speaking, it's more of a acidic slime that upon contact with the air, the minerals mix properly and boom, explode. Uh-huh. That's a bit off-putting. True, as he unbuttons his shirt and, well, not his shirt, his arm, and kind of pulls it up over his elbow and shows her the little nodes on his skin to where these three right here are the ones that produce the slime on my arm. Meanwhile, whenever I hybridize, they become more covered and more, well, they start producing. Is there any way they turn off? Well, they don't really stop producing. However, if exposed to extreme cold, I do have to remoisturize them. Remoisturize them? Yes, usually with saliva. Saliva? That's a bit... ugh. Yes, well, I will admit it doesn't sound the best. It's the best thing for them. Water would usually just wash it off, but the mixture of, well... the mixture of... how do I put this in a polite term? Screw it. Mixture of germs in your saliva help it react and start producing again. I see. How is it produced? How do you produce it? Well, honestly, it's not that difficult. I just have to eat a lot more. It basically just takes the combustible minerals that a person already eats and concentrates them into the slime node. Really? Yes. But doesn't that hurt your body overall, considering those minerals could usually keep you alive? In some situations, yes, but it takes the excess amount. So you eat more of those minerals than standard? Well, in my case, yes, I usually do. In fact, as he pulls out a small little baggie, here we are right here. What are those? Phosphorus pills. Phosphorus. It's tablets of phosphorus. I usually have about one a day, and during my training regime and everything else, I'll take some sulfur as well as iron and a couple of other different minerals to balance it all out. Wait, why are you eating those? Help produce better slime, better mixtures, different combinations. Seeing which ones do what, how my body reacts to them, what type of changes the slime will have, what type of things it will alter. Will it be good mixtures? Will it be bad mixtures? I need to know. Uh-huh. Fascinating. Yes, quite, I know, right? So, what have your findings been so far as they begin to take out notebooks and kind of compare and do different things and, well, give Izuku a little bit of a power boost. Oh, yes. After talking shop for a little while, Melissa kind of apologizes for getting a bit heated. And Izuku just says, no, you had every right to be. I apologize for, well, making a pig of myself. I'm just glad we can get along, Miss Melissa. As he gives that telltale smile, and her heart kind of goes, doki doki. I will never do that again, don't you worry. No problem, Izuku. Anyways, let me introduce you to a few friends of mine. You've already met Ida, this is also Shota, and, well, my sister Momo. Momo? Oh, hey Melina. Oh, you two already know each other? Like, of course I know her. Wait a minute, your name's Izuku Midoriya, but hers is Momo Yaoyorozu. Adoptive sibling. One moment. And by this point in time, I say the party's getting to a close. Everyone's wrapping it all up. Well, I hope to see you again, Miss Melina. So, when will this area be completed? So, give or take about 3 more years. I see. So in that time, we'll be 18. Well, I hope hope you don't forget me in those amount of times. I don't think anyone can forget meeting you, Izuku Midoriya. Oh, shucks. You're gonna make me blush. You're one strange person, you know that? Yes. Yes, I am. But at the same point in time, I don't mind. Now, as Izuku walks off. Oh boy, what are we gonna do with him? No clue. You're his sister, though. You're like, yes, I am. Stay safe, of course. Try and keep him out of trouble. That's impossible. As, well, Ida and Shota are walking alongside him and going, you're the only one we know that can make an ass of themselves and still come out in a semi-decent way. Like, true. But you have to admit, when I make an ass of myself, it's a magnificent ass. Really? What, that's the only joke I had. I'm not really ready for you make an ass of yourself, you know? You and your shit puns. I'm tired and I'm just trying to relax. So. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna go home and go to bed. Yeah. See you later, Izuku. See you later, Shota. Have a good night, Izuku. Have a good night, Ida. As each of them get in their own different means of transportation and get off the island. Upon getting back home, well, Izuku goes into his room, takes off his tuxedo, and falls into bed. He wakes up, gets dressed, walks over to Momo's door, and so starts knocking on it relatively loudly. She gets up, still in her pajamas, and opens the door. Like, what, Izuku? Get dressed, we're going out. What? Get dressed, we're going out. What do you mean? What do you mean? Girl, you wanted me to take you out we're going out. Duh. Get dressed, put on your clothes, come on. For now? Yes, now. We're burning daylight, come on. Right. I'll get dressed. As she takes off, shuts the door, he goes, she's cute when she gets flustered. She's gonna make some guy great. She's gonna make some guy very happy one day. Oh well. So she gets dressed, she pops out, and, well, they get ready to go. And Izuku takes her out onto, well, we'll say into the main part of Tokyo, getting the shopping district and all that. With his money, he buys her a new dress, a necklace, and still has enough to take her out and get something to eat. Be like, ah, this is nice. You know you didn't have to buy me all of that, right? Be like, true, but a little extra insurance doesn't hurt. You're crazy, Izuku. Yes, I am. But I'm crazy like a fox. Anyways, I have to go to the bathroom real quick as he gets up and wanders off. And Momo's still at the table. She's eating and just relaxing a little bit. And, well, then she notices something. What does she notice, you may ask? Simple. A man waving her over. Her being naturally curious, she wanders over there. Like, yes, are you waving at me? Yes, ma'am. We have a matter to talk to you about your brother. My brother? Yes, it seems as if he's got into a bit of trouble, you see. Oh no, what'd he do this time? Oh, it's no worries. Just please, come this way. Yes. Okay, he's right in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure we could talk. I mean, wait on him. Yes, ma'am, I'm pretty sure we could, but this is a matter of utmost importance. Please, come this way. Sure. As she walks off, Izuku comes back and just notices Momo's gone. At this point, nice guy is gone. Big brother mode has kicked in, just going, where is she? He slams down some money on the table and just goes, gotcha. As he full tails hauls ass. Just high tails haul ass mode, just running. Upon getting to where he was able to track down her scent, well, a very familiar figure walks out just going, well, little Midoriya, little Izuku, you did a fantastic job finding us so soon. I know you. You're that stupid announcer guy from the fights. Oh yes, the one you humiliated so badly. Where's my little sister? Oh, don't you worry your pretty little head, boy. She's nice and properly fine. Just in a little bit of a predicament, if you say. As they show Momo unconscious, gagged, and tied up. I'm going to break every bone in your damn body and watch you explode. If you don't give her back right now. Up, as he pulls out a little knife. Ching. We wouldn't want anything to happen to the pretty girl now, would we? That's right. You monsters should learn your place. After all, Izuku, you're such a big bad brawler, but you're just too overeager. You really think you get away with humiliating me in front of my people like that? No. You're going to earn your place and get all that money you earned from me back. Now follow me, little man. As Izuku, really not having much choice in this matter, follows him into another underground arena. What do you want? Simple. As he places a very high-grade shock collar on his neck. This little bad boy is designed to grow along with you as you change into your big bad monster form. And as I recall, from your specific type, electricity may not be the most effective thing, but it still hurts. That's right. Oh, and don't worry. If you disobey too much, we'll just, well, kill the girl and leave it at that. What do you want? Simple. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight every single challenger that comes into this ring, and you're gonna earn every bit of the money that I paid you back tenfold. Uh-huh. And then, depending on how well you did, we'll decide whether to keep you alive or make you our little pet. I am going to thoroughly enjoy breaking every one of your bones. Aw, aren't you a sweet little kid? Now, be a good, dumb, brutish, idiotic beast and get in the cage and fight for our amusement. After all, that's really all your kind is good for. Oh, you are so gonna die. As Izuku just marches along into the cage and proceeds to fight and fight and fight. The first round is against a Tobikadachi. And yes, that's how I say Tobikadachi, a Tobikadachi. Don't ask me why it became Italian, it's just a habit I developed. Because it's the Tobikadachi. It uses its high-flying methods to outmaneuver Izuku, but Izuku's not having any of this at that moment in time and just winds up waiting for it to get to a certain spot and pummels the living daylights out of it. And just kind of knocks it out of the ring. Be like, next. Next one up, a Tigrex. This one's a bit rougher. As they both start off hybridizing, they charge at each other and throw a few major blows. The Tigrex man is, well, let's just put it this way. He's not exactly what you would call being accurate. He's more giving into his more wild nature and trying to hit and attack like a beast. Unfocused, unskilled, just throwing big random punches. But Izuku, he's been trained. He knows what he's doing. He waits for he goes into his outliner stance, waits for an opening, and then just dodges and smacks the living shite out of his face. And due to this big smack, boom! The slime left over explodes and it knocks this poor bastard unconscious. Next. Next comes in an Uragan. Oh, shit. As this guy wastes no time and fully transforms. Oh, double shit. As it just begins to roll and try and run his ass over. He's dodging left and right, and this is a fairly big ring. This is designed for monster fights. This ain't no tiny little shit show. No. There's more than enough ring for this thing to get some momentum. And Izuku's just going, crap, 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 crap. Why did I have to get the roly-poly of death? Then he goes, damn it. Why does my day always turn out so damn crappy? Monsterfication! As he turns into the big bad Brachidios and just goes, right when that Uragon gets in his roly-poly and just tries to run his ass over, he waits for it, times it proper, and smacks the ever-living crap out of the side of its face as it's rolling, leaving a large amount of slime. And it goes from green to yellow to red as he turns over his back to him and kaboom! You just see this Uragon do a spin out and smack off into the side as it just kind of shakes and wiggles, just going like I've got an idea. As he just runs over as fast as he ever lovingly can and punches the ever-loving shite out of this Uragon's back. And I mean punches it hard. Why is he doing this? Simple. The reason he's punching this thing as hard as he can is because he has predicted a certain trajectory. Oh yes. He's launching a projectile, or at least going to try to, out of the ceiling. Why? If he launches it into the stands, well, that could just kill someone. He launches it at where the guy is holding Momo, he could hurt Momo. But if he launches it out of the ceiling, well, that's going to attract some attention. And if he does it like this, well, it just seems like he's just made a minor mistake while trying to deal some damage. And he is successful. He blasts a chunk of the Uragon's back armor straight out of the ceiling. And it lands, calling forth the attention of a few heroes. Pardon me one moment. Sorry about that. Have the sniffles. Now, attention of the few heroes. And what do these heroes' names be? Simple. Eraserhead and Nezu. And I know what you'll say. Nezu technically isn't a hero. True, but he does work for them. And even if he isn't on the field, he could still do a lot. Now, why did it show up in front of them? Well, simple. This area which they're fighting is about 10 blocks away from UA, and Deku did deliver one fuck ton of a punch to this thing. It was no simple little jab. No, he let loose almost everything he had into this punch. And in doing so, well, yeah, shit happens. And Eraserhead and Nezu are just looking at this going, what the hell is that? It looks like a part of a monster? There's a fight going nearby. Indeed, it appears as if that is the case. We should try and intervene. How are we gonna track it? Simple, Miss Aizawa. We use math. Math? Of course. A squared plus B. Yes. A plus B equals C. Oh no. Indeed. As they go through that whole process. Now, I'd say it's about 15 more minutes. And Izuku was just about to get ready for his fourth fight when... Whoo! cops are outside, and the heroes are busted in through the back doors, and everyone's getting a little bit on edge. Meanwhile, Izuku just kind of has a little grin going, "Ha ha, it worked, I can't believe I did it, it worked! I didn't expect this fast of a response though, figured another 45 minutes at tops." But damn, I guess I just got lucky. Upon that happening, the announcer goes over and gets out of the little area he was watching the fight from and just shouts at Izuku, "You're going to hold off the cops as well as the heroes, my little friend, while I get out of here." "Oh, and what makes you say that?" "Remember who still has the girl. You don't do as I say, she dies." And just so you get a good idea of who's in charge, don't forget. Fuck you. That hurt. I still have that, remember? "I am going to kill you." Yes. Oh, no. That ain't gonna do. Remember, you have to go and kill the cops. "I'm not some sort of weapon. I won't harm innocent people." Be like, "Oh?" Presses it again. "God damn, you mother..." "What about now?" "I'm not going to be your lapdog." "And what if that kills your little sister?" "Come on. I don't mind slitting her throat right in front of you." "You won't do it." "And what makes you so sure?" "Simple. Because you know this shock collar can't hold me back." And Aizawa and Nezu are hearing this, mind you. This shock collar won't hold me back. Not to mention, if you do that, the only thing that's keeping you alive will no longer be in my way. You harm her, I will end you. I will take every single pound of explosive material I have and dump it on top of your body after I get done beating and breaking it. Just so you can feel this corrosive slime dig into your flesh and begin to rip apart your sinews as it goes boom, scattering what's left of your pathetic corpse throughout the room, or throughout the crater that was left. Wow, aren't you a scary fellow? I am quite scary when people threaten my family. No one threatens my family and lives. I am not losing anyone else without making that person who's tried to make me go through loss experience hell. And what makes you think that I haven't planned for that? Because you can't plan around me. Oh, cocky, aren't we? No, just fuck-motheringly brilliant. As, at this point in time, Deku has had more than enough of this guy's shenanigans. And then decides to, well, punch the cage that the monsters were locked up in. That's not going to work, little Izuku. Oh, is it? The thing is, you've reinforced this structure to withstand to withstand blows and knockaways from monsters, but you never made it to be able to withstand direct pressure from a monster itself. Oh? Oh yeah. And by the way, I'm not sorry. Huh? As the area he punched, well, left explosive slime. And this cage. Oh boy. Mm. As he punched that little bar on that cage, well, the explosive slime then starts to go from green to yellow to red, then boom! All you hear is a loud explosion as the bar gets sent flying. And as it makes contact with its intended target, aka the announcerman, it wraps around his head and torso. Well, I'd say it comes in at around a 45-degree angle, wrapping around the neck on the left-hand side of his body, and well, the uh, and near the waist of the right-hand side of his body, just kind of stapling him into the wall. At high velocity, mind you. Yes, his collarbone, rib cage, and a few other and pelvis are kind of broken. As he drops Momo, who's wide awake by now, as Izuku rushes, and I do mean rushes straight towards this motherfucker, wanting to finish him. That's when Aizawa and Nezu get, well, right in front of, get right there and going, hold up, 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 hold up. It's over. We're here to help. Like, that bastard threatened my family. Get out of my way. As Aizawa says, calm down there, big guy. Calm down. This ain't no place for shit like this to go down. I can smooth things over with the police saying that you did this in self-defense, but right now, if you go do that, you're committing murder. Like, he tried to murder my sister. I don't care. Be like, yeah, you do. What would happen to her if her big brother suddenly disappears, huh? Gets locked away in jail. As he then begins to bottle up his rage yet again. You're right. You're right. You're right. As he then begins to calm back down back into his standard form, this guy still holding, well, the shock collar controller. And just turns it on full blast, shocking the ever-loving hell out of Izuku. Now, yes, while thunder isn't the best thing to use on a Brachidios, it still does damage. And it's a slow and painful way to try and go through him. And boy, is he feeling that slow and painful way right now. We're talking quite a few thousand volts coursing through his body. And he is feeling every single bit of it. Just going, son of a bitch. As then Aizawa just takes a quick, well, second to understand what's going on and boot to the head. To the poor dumbass announcer. That hurt. Nezu then takes the collar off of him and basically tells him, "You're gonna be all fine, kid." As they bring them outside to the cops, they take a few statements. The Yayarozus are called, and yeah, it's been quite an interesting 15. It's been quite an interesting day for Deku. Yeah. Quite an interesting year his 15th year has been on this earth. And to think, we still have 3 more till he's in UA. But I'm going to cut this a bit short. And just make it to... And do a bit more, considering I still have the time to do so. We'll say 2 whole years has passed, and he's now 17 years old. Momo's 17, the whole group's 17. And Izuku is, well, walking home from the library to, well, you know, after studying and everything else, wanting to get into UA, talking about the teachers and all that. Teacher says, what do you guys want to do? And everyone writes it out, be a hero, tosses up the paperwork, yada, yada, yada. So, Izuku, not caring about being laughed at about that whole little spiel, because, yes, just because I'm a monster, I will be a damn good hero. As he's walking home, well, he takes a scenic route, because he goes to try and go to the library, get a bit more information under his belt. And that's where he comes across the sludge villain. The sludge villain attack! Yes, I didn't forget about it. He's going to have a very eventful life. Sludge villain tries to attack, but danger sense just floop. Dodge, 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 dodge. Not even lowering his book. He's just dodging, jumping around. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-doom. You're not really worth anything to me. You're like, what the hell? Give me your body. Sorry, but I don't do that on the first date. You're like, what? No, I'm running from All Might, and I need a place to hide. Your body seems like a perfect fit. And you're like, yeah, no, pedo. I'm not into that, so you can, go on home. Oh, I'm going to enjoy killing you now. Oh, really? Hybridize. Boom. I mean, you can always try, but I don't mind kicking your ass. You moron. I'm sludge. What can you... Physical attacks don't do anything to me. True. But I'm a Brachidios. My physical attacks do everything to anyone. As the sludge villain comes into strike, he does his whole examining thing, kicking in his super intelligence and just goes, got it. He ducks down, aims for where he saw the teeth go in, and boom! Uppercut straight to the slime. Making sure as hell contact with those teeth, just boom! Uppercut shattering them. Ah, son of a bitch! Ah. As it recoils in pain and anguish as it kind of reconstitutes itself. You bastard! Oh, I thought my slime I thought I couldn't do anything to harm you. I thought you were invincible. I'm going to murder you. Oh, is someone upset? As then All Might appears and goes, Detroit Smash! And just scatters the slime all around. Huh. Well, that works. Yeah. Well, Almighty. Yes, female All Might. Well, glad someone took care of him. Honestly, I don't like punching that thing. Too squishy. As he transforms back into his human self. You're almighty. Holy cow. Thanks. No problem there, young man. You know using your quirk like that in public is, yes, frowned upon. But he attacked me first. I know. Self-defense. No need to worry. I just wanted to let you know that you must be more careful in the future. Yes, ma'am. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Can I have your autograph? Sure. She signs his book and everything and says, so, what shall we do with him? So, now I gotta gather him up. Oh, here we are. You carry around empty bottles? I recycle. Impressive, young man. I try. They gather up the sludge and put them in the bottle. She says, they talk a little bit more. Mainly, he asks her, so, before you take off, I'm pretty confident, but I do have my doubts at times. Do you really think a monster like me could be a hero? Oh, you plan on being a hero? Well, yes, I plan on attending UA. Anything's possible, and with the strength and skill you've shown, yes, I believe you could be a hero. Just reaffirming his confidence, and then Almighty notices her timer's going a little bit, and she goes, right, I must be off now. Of course, didn't mean to hold you up. And takes off with a bit of fervor. In case you don't know what that means with great haste. In doing so, well, the bottle falls, as per usual. And in this time, yes, it does hit Katsuki. Oh, this is gonna get fun. Because remember, little Izuku still thinks that Katsuki is just a guy. Because they were like 4 when they knew each other. And, yeah. When they really knew each other and everything. So he's walking home, and next thing you know, he hears boom, 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 boom. What the hell? Oh well, it's not my problem. But then he catches a whiff in the air. That smell, it's familiar. Kachan? As he starts hauling ass, and I do mean hauling ass. His phone's going off. It's Momo wondering, hey, where are you at? You're supposed to have been home like minutes ago. Leaving voicemail after voicemail after voicemail after voicemail after voicemail. Because, yeah, little sis wants to know, where the fuck's her big brother at? And, hoo boy, when Izuku arrives on the scene and notices that just sees this slime wrapping up this person with blonde hair, this person who he immediately recognizes as Katsuki, because he could just see, well, not Katsuki, Kachan, or Kachan as he's thinking at the moment. Oh, he sees her blasting away and trying to get out as the sludge is trying to force itself inside of Gotcha. That sounded awful. Lasto, don't do anything with this, and neither you, Fallout, you perverted bastards. Power loader trying to shove away everybody, and oh, this doesn't sit right with Deku at all. As he does math in his head, just going, alright. And he begins to walk straight forward. unleashing a very high amount of bloodlust, just looking at this poor bastard, eyes glowing red as rubies. It's going. Power loader trying to stop him, but just gets shoved off to the side a good 15 feet. Out of my way. Trash doesn't deserve to get in my path. I thought I already dealt with you. And then the sludge villain says, "Oh no, not you again. Come any closer and come any closer and this one dies. You understand?" You see, now you've really fucked up. Earlier, you were just attacking me. And that cost you a few teeth. This person is a very old and dear friend of mine. This is gonna cost you more than a few teeth. Huh? Monsterfication! As he full-on Brachidios is right then and there, just boom! And just lets out an unyielding roar. Just stunning everyone in the normal vicinity as he rushes forward and punches the ever-loving crap out of the slime's face, mainly the eyes. Now you're asking, why didn't the slime react? Well, simple. Anyone who's played Monster Hunter will know, if you don't brace yourself against a roar or have the right protection against it, it stuns you. It's fucking annoying. Because they can spam that shit. And the Brachidios is one of those ones that uses unbelievable timing to do so whenever you finally done a good bit of damage to it. So yeah, our little boy Deku, he's not holding back right now. Impacting the face of this sludge and just the sludge villain, just sending it completely back. Just boom, splattering it on the walls and everything else, but he's not releasing any slime. Why? Simple. Kachan's still inside. And that's when he does a full-on tail spin, and just basically whips around through what's left of the slime that's the sludge connecting Kachan to the sludge villain. And then uses that momentum to hunker down and pick them up by their shirt and toss them over to Power Loader. Do something useful, you dumbass. As they catch poor Bakugo and begin to try and get the slime out of her, or sludge. As Izuku just starts walking closer. Boom, 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 boom. The sludge villain, with no hostages, is now looking at this very angry monster. And just is now beginning to realize how badly it has fucked up. And begins to try and go on the retreat. Hybridize. Why did he hybridize? Simple. Easier to run in this case. Because while the Brachidios may be powerful form, it's not the fastest. While in hybridization form, or not hybridization, hybridized form, it's a lot easier to run and maneuver. And so, Deku does. He runs, jumps off the wall, and is just able to land right dead inside the sludge. Why did he do this? Simple. He unleashes a lot of slime inside the sludge villain. And I do mean a lot. We're talking gallons of sludge. We're talking about gallons of explosive slime being released inside the sludge villain. Now, once this happens, the sludge villain begins to slow down. Why? Because this particular slime, it's not like the sludge that the sludge villain's made of. No, 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 no. The explosive slime that the Brachidios makes is thick, viscous, corrosive, and most importantly, explosive. It don't just slow you down. It doesn't just simply land on a place and explode. No, 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 no. It slows you down. It's a timed explosive. It does a lot of different versatile things. And Izuku is using every bit of it. Like, he unleashes a full 30 gallons inside the sludge villain. And it just turns from green to yellow to red. And then, kabam! Sludge splatters everywhere. You see a giant, brilliant glow of blue swelling inside the sludge villain until it just bursts. And, well, Izuku gets flying a good 180 meters. Why? Because he was in his hybridized form and he a lot lighter. While the explosion doesn't hurt him, physics might. Because that's a lot of thrust forwards. Yeah, so he goes right into a building. Meanwhile, All Might's looking at this going, not bad, kid. Not bad. He might be a worthy successor. But I'll have to think about that. As she walks off. Oh, he's not getting one for all in this one. I'm letting y'all know that now. I have different plans. More powerful plans. And I need something to counterbalance his brokenness that he will receive. Oh, trust me. Izuku is going to get a lot stronger. Remember, he hasn't been releasing this rage. He's been bottling it up. And anyone who knows Brachidios, Brachidios? Yeah. There's a couple different subspecies that revolve around them being angry and angrier. And yes, I do mean a couple. Anyone who's willing to guess that, I'll definitely give them a shout out to what I'm if they can guess what I'm planning. I'll definitely give them a shout out. I doubt anyone will, but I guarantee you if they do, I'll give y'all a shout out. This has been your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, signing off for now.